Gender role essay on gender roles for students and children in English. Gender roles since the start of humankind. Unique things have been performed by way of men or women based on their physical activity. Society always divides everything into two classes. One is masculine behavior, another is feminine behavior. If I take work, that would also judge based on whether this work is manly or girly. Work, culture, color, hobbies, food, and drink, everything is discriminated into two different roles. In this trap, homosexuals have been more affected by this gender role because society always tried to identify the gender role of each person involved in the relationship. Even though society has held onto sex stereotypes as a standard, sexual orientation generalization should not be grasped because it restricts the individual from playing out specific exercises, going after particular positions, or wearing or utilizing specific shading dependent on the sex. Society described gender roles as social norms that should be followed by everyone in the community, whereas human rights say that people have the freedom to do anything they are comfortable with. According to society, cooking, shopping, gardening, and dancing are girly works, and earning money by doing a job, singing, are manly works. Generally, men are expected to be dominant and robust roles, and women are expected to be soft and dominant roles. They are There are some stereotypes examples we can discuss. The first and most popular one is society or any ethnic or cultural community thinks that a woman would be more emotional and weak from the heart, and men are strong and robust from the heart. Even there is a proverb called "a man never cries." We sometimes assume that if a woman is doing a job, she would be a doctor or a teacher, and a man would be an engineer or lawyer, where they have the choice to do anything they want to do. But still, they are being criticized for their jobs. Even if a woman gets a promotion in a corporate job, people judge her. On the other hand, if a boy took any feminine job, like a teacher, society judges that the boy is dull. Sometimes, hyper-feminine of a man and the hyper-masculinity of a woman can be an excuse to bully them. Society better says their family sometimes abuses them. They are being asked about their sexual orientation, which takes down their self-confidence. Extreme gender stereotypes are harmful because these things don't allow people to express their emotions. The word sexual orientation is recognized from sex, which alludes to the male and female organically. People are still being trolled for their sexual orientation. They are being abused. WHO stated that it could only be possible to make it familiar if the gender ratio is even and a woman gets safety. Because of these gender roles stereotypes, female trafficking, abuse, and rape are getting increased day by day. But today's generation is getting aware and concerned about the general role. They think widely about gender stereotypes and want to break all the wall of discrimination. and hope one day will come when the sex ratio will be even in every country and every person will get their identity respecting their gender.